So my non-due Colorado velocis molted a few days ago, and now it's time for me to extract the molt, and hopefully I can show you what to look for if you're trying to sex a tea. This one I know to be a male, so I'll show you what that looks like, and then when my Firmictibus cancerides molts, I know her to be a female, I'll show you what that looks like. Should make it a lot easier to figure out what to look for when sexing your tea via molt. So some of the tools that I use when sexing my tarantulas: first off, a water dish, and then a couple of wires from twist ties, and then this microscope I found on Amazon. Pretty cheap. So the first thing you want to do is make a solution for your molt to soften in. I've got this milk bottle cap. Put a little water in it, and about half a drop of soap. It will do just fine. Mix the soap up in the water. Looks good. And dip the molt in there. See, the water will immediately absorb into the molt and it'll soften. And you're going to want to leave that in this solution for a couple hours. And now comes the process of opening up that abdomen. If the molt is twisted, which often happens, gently pulling the carapace to the rear will often untwist it enough for it to be spread. Cutting off the molt at the posterior pair of book lungs makes the molt much easier to open and reduces the likelihood of it being torn. Before we look at my non-due molt, let me show you my Lacidora parahybana females molt so you can know what not to look for if you're hoping for a male. Pictured here are the spermathecae for Lacidora parahybana. Those two snail eye stalk shaped structures hold the male's sperm once the female has been mated. The absence of any significant structures in this area would indicate that the specimen is a male. Okay, now let's have a look at my non-due Colorado velocis. I now have the microscope positioned over the anterior pair of book lungs on this non-due Colorado velocis molt, and as you can see, there are no spermathecae visible. No significant structures exist. This would indicate that this is a male spider. So here is the molt from my Firmictibus cancerides. I'm going to get this piece of wire in here and flip up the uterus externus, exposing the spermathecae. Here's another example of a female. This is my Brachypelma bomi. And right there is the uterus externus. But in this example, the spermathecae are fused. There's the opening for the uterus externus. Okay, so this is the molt of my female OBT. OBTs are a little tricky, but those little curly things down there, those are the spermathecae for Tarantulas marinus. That's one. That's the other one. And here is the molt from my male OBT. This is the molt he gave me when he matured. So no doubt, male. And right there is his gonopore. Definitely no spermathecae. Looks nothing like my females. And one final example. This is the molt from my male Brachypelma kallenbergi. You can see he has two accessory organs, but the dead giveaway is that small rectangular piece. That's his male gonopore. Not sure if what you're seeing are spermathecae or accessory organs? A simple way to tell is by examining the shape. Spermathecae are always wider at the base than at the tip, and accessory organs are the opposite. wider at the tip than at the base. Spermathecae, if there are more than one, are paired or fused together. Accessory organs are always separate and resemble bushes. Dr. f.Sherberger has been sexing mine and many other tarantula enthusiast molds for years, all free of charge. If you'd like to have your mold sexed by him, contact him at his email address, posted in the video description. Thanks for watching.